If you want to make more from the work that you do, here are 3 tips that will increase the value of the work that you do and allow you to charge more. Tip number 1 is to specialize. And this doesn't mean choosing photography over filmmaking or Photoshop over some other skill, because that's where a lot of people get specialization wrong, I think. What you actually want to focus on is helping people to solve a certain kind of problem or helping people to achieve a certain kind of desire, because that's what's actually valuable to the people that are going to pay you, is what are you helping them to solve? What problem are you helping them to overcome? What desire are they going to be achieving because of what you're doing? And that transcends industries, verticals, and skill sets, and it makes you more valuable. Now, we all start out as generalists, and that's okay, but the quicker you can become a specialist, the better, because specialists make more money and they have more fun. Tip number 2 is understand why your client is buying. In the filmmaking and photography world, we can tend to think that people buy because of high quality and service and experience and all those kinds of things. But those are more vanity factors. They're not really what's going on. You got to dig a little deeper. At this point, you're building your brand, and ultimately, a brand is a promise. So what are you promising to deliver? Deep down, what is it that your client is actually after? What do they really want? What do they actually get as a result of purchasing your services, of purchasing your art? In the world of business, businesses are usually buying for one of 3 reasons. It's because you're either saving them time, say you're building tutorials or training videos for their staff so that they don't have to constantly be repeating, or maybe tutorials for the customers to learn how to use their software. Or you might be saving them money somehow with your art, or you're helping them make money. So that's why a business might buy. And you can drill down even deeper than that. So take wedding photographers, for example. Are you a wedding photographer that specializes in candid elopement weddings, or where when your client hires you as a wedding photographer, they have more fun on their wedding day? Or are you an adventure wedding photographer? You start getting really niche like that, and suddenly you can command a lot higher prices. And tip number 3 is that once you have those first 2 tips figured out, you need to build a proof of concept. You need to have proof that you can do what you say, or at least can figure it out. Now, you might already have some proof of concepts that you can use from your previous work, but you might not have that yet. So you might need to actually go out and build these from scratch. And that might mean doing some free work, or maybe doing some discounted work so that you can get that proof of concept. Okay, I just ran out of batteries on my camera right before I could finish, so got to finish it on the phone. Where was I? Right, proof of concept. Sometimes you don't have that proof of concept yet, and you need to build it from scratch. So this might mean doing some free work or doing things at a discount, but once you have that proof of concept, then you can take that and start showing it to other businesses or other clients that want the same thing. And you can say, look, I can prove that I can do this. If you want this result, I can give it to you. And suddenly you can command, once again, much higher prices, because you are much more valuable now in the eyes of the client, because you can actually back up what you're saying, and you can actually help them with a very specific problem they have. And these proofs of concept usually take the form of a case study or a portfolio or a demo reel. And we're actually very familiar with this. So as a photographer, if I haven't shot any weddings, that might be hard to get some weddings, but I can go out and do some free work or work on another photographer's wedding as a second shooter, or go out and do some discounted work. And then once I have a portfolio, now I can show prospective couples what kind of photos I'm going to shoot. And that works the same in the commercial film world. If I can figure out how to actually track a return on investment for a local service business, say a plumbing business, if I go out and make a commercial for them that directs them to a phone number, and I actually say put something like call rail on there so I can actually track the calls that come from my commercial and from my video, all of a sudden I can take that data, I can go to other plumbers in other cities or other areas around me and say, hey, look, I did this for this guy, and this happened to his business. And I think you can see how much more powerful that would be than just saying, hey, I can make you a video. It's in 8K and it has really good sound and the lighting will be excellent. You'll look really good is a weak selling proposition compared to someone who can actually say, hey, I can increase this investment that you make in me by 10 times or by 2 times or whatever it is. Or in the commercial world, say I go to a private school and I say to them, hey, I can make a commercial for your school. You can put it on your website. It'll be great. It'll make your school look wonderful. I will be able to charge a lot less than if I can come to that school and say, hey, look, I've done this for other schools that are like yours, other private schools. And when I did, they saw an enrollment increase of 10%, or they gained 20 students over the summer, and that was a return on investment of 1.5%, and that was just the first year, because that doesn't include lifetime of those students. Suddenly, that is a much stronger selling proposition than, hey, you want a video? It'll look great. It's an 8K, the lighting's amazing. All right, so to summarize, if you want to make more money with what you're creating, specialize, understand why and what the client is actually buying, and provide a proof of concept. This video right here teaches you how to make a killer demo reel so that you can win more of those clients with that proof of concept. Love to see you in that video. Thanks for watching.